So why did I turn down the ACA FFL?
No chance, so that's what you got.
You know, it's complicated.
Hi guys, Louis Canberry here to talk to you about the ACAFL Fantasy Football League. We are doing a documentary on Michi Ilyazi. That's right, Michi Ilyazi was the original invitee. He declined, and that's why we're here. Interesting fact about Michi? I don't know. Really isn't anything to say about Michi. Anyways, back to the ACAFL Fantasy Football League. We are a league that is super stacked. We have two divisions of 12 teams. Wait a minute, we are 14 teams now, ladies and gentlemen. We started with 12, now we are 14. We are growing by the year. We have crazy exposure, we have crazy talent. We just keep growing and growing because we are stacked league. That's right. Me, I am the commissioner, Louis Canberry. Interesting fact about me.
Not too bad, Ed. Not too bad at all. So, as my man Eddie introduced just now, this is the, try not to say it like he said it now, the ACAFL Fantasy Football League. That's right, we are going to talk about Michi Ilyazi. And we are going to talk about, in this documentary, the single most controversial invitation ever sent out, not only in the history of fantasy football, but in the history of the United States of America. Now, along the way, you're going to hear from a lot of people in this documentary. You're not just going to hear from me, because that would be bias of me. I can't tell the story of the invitation that I sent out to Michi Ilyazi that he declined by myself. You need to hear it from participants of the ACAFL, and along the way I will tell you about a whole stack of interviews that I tried to get for this documentary. Some of them spoke to me, some of them did not speak to me. I will tell you what they had to say a little bit later on, but for now, enjoy it. Take it away, Moni.
Michi declining his invitation is the best thing that ever happened to the ACAFL.
Michi lays down with the shocker, saying that he doesn't have time for this league and he's got other leagues that he was going to stick with and he was going to pass.
I was in 5 leagues, and the previous season I had made the playoffs in all 5. And in 3 of those, I made the Super Bowl, and I actually won 2 championships.
Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for run-song puppets.
This idea for a new league was brought to me, and it sounded interesting. All Albanians, a lot of family. You know, these are important things to me. My heritage, my family, fantasy football. So it seemed like something that would be right up my alley.
Won't find their place in line. But I am straight around your finger now, boy, 'cause it's just a matter of time. 'Cause you've got no chance. No chance in hell. You've got no chance.
I could not commit to being in the ACAFL and give it my all. And I felt that was an overriding principle that really outweighed everything. You know.
All right, so as I told you earlier, there's a lot of people that I tried to interview for this documentary. This was a big deal. This was years in the making to find out the truth, the absolute truth behind the invitation. Now it's known as just simply the invitation. And so I spoke to a lot of people. So let me run you through some of the people that I spoke to. Let me put down the pimp cane. And here's a couple of the guys that I just tried to reach out to. I tried to reach out to, well, here's a good one. Donald Trump, the Republican candidate. Donald Trump, I asked him, what do you think about Michi getting in the ACAFL? all the guy told me was, let's make Michi great again. I don't believe him, but I'm sure Michi loves him. I didn't just stick to the Republican side because that would be wrong to me. So I spoke to Bernie Sanders, a favorite of some in the ACA FFL. And I said, Bernie, do you think Michi should have got the invitation for the ACA FFL? Do you think he should get another invitation to the ACA FFL? And Bernie told me this. Bernie said, not only should Michi get an invitation, he said every single person in the United States of America should get an invitation, and it should be free, and it should be stupid, and it should be socialist. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I also spoke to a personal favorite of Michi Eliazzi. I said I needed to track this man down. He's from Florida. Senator Marco Rubio. And I asked Marco, we set up a time, and I said, Marco, let's meet Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m. I'll come down to Florida, and I will meet you at your home. Guess what he did? The guy no-showed. He must have thought it was a Senate voting. Hey-oh, political humor here in the ACA FFL.
Po të kishte futur Miqi te ACA FFL kur e kërkoi ti Luani që të futet, do ishte një moment shumë e madhe të historinë të shqiptarëve. Si të them, mund që Shqipëria të rynte te Evropa. S'dihet. Si? Nuk u di shqip. Kush nuk u di shqip? Ky. Mne sa më su prishnë fëmijë të fare, u prishnë.
I think Michi Eliazzi passed on a wonderful opportunity, an opportunity that his future generations, his sons' sons would have been glad to be a part of. The ACA FFL invitation only comes maybe once in a lifetime, and he will truly regret this for as long as he lives.
Let me start off by saying Michi is the reason why I am here, and I am thankful for his poor decision-making abilities. From what I understood a couple years ago, he was real close with Johnny Manziel. Michi and Johnny were close friends, and Johnny advised Michi not to join the ACA FFL. Johnny was too busy partying after he was drafted, and unfortunately he rubbed off on Michi. Michi thought he was too good for some small international fantasy football league. And look at them now. They both have regrets. One is unemployed and the other wishes he could wear the champ's belt, or even the Kaka belt. Rumor has it Michi will not eat a bowl of Jella Mikompira, or even look at Fasula Misojuk without shedding a tear. I don't know if any of this is true, but regardless, Michi, Falaminderi.
So I do not regret anything other than the fact that I have been portrayed as a villain when it comes to all of this. That, oh, he didn't want to be in the league, and oh, he was too cool for us. It's not it at all. So no.
All right, now as you can see, this is a very male-dominated documentary. There's a lot of voice coming from men, and I thought this would be a good time to maybe sneak in a female perspective on Michi Eliazzi, because I think it's warranted. This could only help Michi's cause. And so I reached out to a couple ladies, some fine women, two beautiful ladies. For the purposes of this documentary, let's refer to them as Double L and V. And I reached out to them because I know that they were close to Michi. I know they have an association with him, and they can maybe dive into the life of Michi Eliazzi. And, they had nothing but great things to say about Michi when I first brought it up to them. But then they were very non-committal about doing it on camera. So this leads me to believe that it might not be as nice of things to say for Mr. Eliazzi.
Had I not been in this league, I think Michi would have been a very strong player for Team Kranja, representing Eliazzi strong. And I think maybe that has a lot to do with why he's not allowed in. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but I think it's a very important distinction to make, because if he had a different last name, maybe something closer to an Ofsky of some kind, he might have been in.
Opportunity knocked on Michi Eliazzi's door, and Michi Eliazzi treated that opportunity like it was a freaking Jehovah's Witness. When you treat the ACA FFL like a Jehovah's Witness, you don't get a second chance, my friend.
Luani kur e nisi ACA FFL, I dha një ftesë Miqit, e ftojti, e di, si shok. Edhe kur ja dha ftesën, ja dha me gjithë zëmbër, me gjithë shpirt, e di, i gëzuar ishte shumë, si shok. Ama Miqi u tregua njeri shumë i poshtër, kokfort njeri. Edhe Luani ishte i ofenduar. S'ka faj njeriu, që ti bash. Edhe Luani më tha mua, kur do shkele kamba e Miqit dhe ACA-WFL, kur të bëhet deti kos. Deti kos kur do bëhet, kur do vija ju branda dhe ACA-WFL. Ka uri e di si thote? Nema shansa, buqko.
Alright, so the ACA-WFL started. It's about Michi. But he died? He didn't die. Then what's the documentary about? Just Michi not getting in?
But now Michi, we kept him in the group, kinda. You know, we didn't let him go. Kind of like when you go back home and you got that one cousin that doesn't speak Albanian, but you keep him around and you stay around him because you know you got to translate because he doesn't understand the people, they don't understand him. That's kind of the situation where Michi is in the group.
So as we know, even though Michi's not in the league, there are a couple Ilyazis who are in the league, Eddie and Moni, and I thought it'd be a nice little exercise to go and talk to some of their employees at the Silver Dollar restaurant, seeing as the Silver Dollar is presenting this documentary. But when I got there, all of their employees, the first thing they all said was, "Me no speak English. No speak English. Who you hiring over there, bro? Come on." Since I was in Chicago trying to talk to the employees at the Silver Dollar, I said, well, why don't I go and swing by and get a personal insight into the life of one of the other owners from Chicago, Bladim Lumani. And I said, well, let me go down to who knows a person more than your hairdresser. And so I said, let me go run down to Bladim's hairdresser and talk to him. So I go to the hair salon that Bladim goes to, and turns out they don't keep records back that far from the last time Bladim got his haircut, or needed to get a haircut, I should say. So, struck out there.
Do I think Michi's ever going to get in the ACA-WFL?
No. Lou will never let him live that down. It's unfortunate because a little unknown fact is he's not the only one to deny his invitation, yet he's the only one that will never allow me back in. He's the only one that gets ridiculed. Some may say that's because he's Ilyazi. Some may say it's because he's from Kranja.
No Michi, nothing. And that's it. No second chances.
He could become a registered Democrat. No. He'd have to become a registered Democrat, and he'd have to campaign and vote for Hillary Clinton.
They said we wouldn't put a man on the moon. That happened. They said Timmy Soleimani never get married. That happened. Said Eddie and Moni couldn't take care of their dad's restaurants. That happened. So will Michi ever be in? No. What kind of stupid question is that? Hell no.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. So I'm peppering heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall.
Bissell the Shark Imini. Remember this bad boy? How did you go from being the champion to putting on your jacket at 3 in, putting on your sandals, and going out some village in Macedonia in the outhouse to do your business? Shame on you, man. You know, you fly around, jet setting around. We know how you do it. You still don't get recognized as the Kaka Belt champion. Can't stay in one spot, can you? I don't care how many spirit miles you have. That label It's you. So South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, Boston, no matter where your plane lands, you are the Kaka Belt champion, and I am and will always be your champion.
If you only had one word to describe Michi, what would it be?
You're not one of us.
He's a nice kid.
Kako se vikaš, daj mi kisela vota, prijetno, Jimmy Micah.
Serbian.
Racist.
Overrated. Pretty boy.
An overrated pussy.
A bitch. And I thought Grant Hill was a bitch.
You with the sad eyes. Don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. This world makes you crazy, and you've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you.
So now you've heard from everyone. You've heard from league owners. I told you about some of the other interviews that I tracked down to try to speak on behalf of Michi Eliazi and the invitation. Now it's time for me to talk. Now it's time for me to tell my side of the story. Michi, I offered you that invitation. I offered it to you in goodwill. I offered it to you with love. I offered it to you with respect. And you turned it down, and that's fine, Michi. You turned down not only me, but you turned down, at that time, the other 11 owners in the ACA-WFL. You turned your back on them. But still, you're a beloved figure in the ACA-WFL community. And so I get asked, maybe 10 times a day, Kamish, why don't you let Michi in? Kamish, you're expanding the league to 14. One of those spots should go to Michi. Kamish, Michi would be more involved than some of the current owners in the ACA-WFL. You should kick them out and bring Michi in. I hear all the rumblings. But at the end of the day, I carry the burden. So Michi, you're still waiting for your invitation. And I just want to settle the score for you once and for all. I want you to hear it from me. Will you get another invitation? Well, the answer is... Don't stop!
Come done.